UFO footage comes in all shapes and sizes, and when it comes to UFO footage and when I sift through it, you guys are the best for it, because I trust that you guys will not digitally manipulate things, and when you send it, 9 times out of 10 it comes from your own channel or your own kind of camera roll, or you've sent me something that you think is 110% legit, so you want me to check it out, and I will happily oblige at any given opportunity. So today I have got an extensive list of UFO videos, clips, photos from you guys that have been sent to me to check out and review for a video. If you want to get some videos over to me, be sure to email them over, laneyandben@gmail.com, but let's get straight into it. So this first one comes from a lady called Deb. Hoping this finds you. This pic was taken by my father in the mid-1950s. So, the reason for the lines has more to do with the movement. Cameras did not capture motion well back then. He must have been fairly close to have caught it this as well as he did. I believe there are 2 or 3 crafts hit there together. I'm including a drawing he did of what he saw. I wish he was around to ask questions about it. Sadly, he is not. I'm sorry for your loss. You are the only person outside of a few family members who have seen this. The encounter sent to my dad a lifelong exploration of wanting to understand aliens and crafts. Sincerely, Deb. Well, Deb, thank you so much for trusting me with these photos, and we're going to take a little dive at them here. So, this is the first one that we've got, which is obviously these squiggly lines. You can clearly make out 1, 2 here, and then 3 craft here, which is very, very interesting. And then when we scan through, this is a very, very detailed drawing by Deb's father of this UFO that he witnessed. And when you take a little look at it, it's very, very, very detailed. It's got this very spherical shape to it. It's got these, well, I don't even know what these are. These look like some kind of propulsion units, or what they would use to propel themselves forwards, move about and things like this. Really interesting. And when I saw this, obviously the squiggly lines, when you compare that to the photo here, and let's put them side by side for a moment. I've completely lost that to another screen. Shocker. You can see where the parallels start to lie. Like this is quite clearly this one here. But what do you guys make of this? Very good photo, very clear, very great recollection and image all in all. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Deb, thank you so much for sending it over. We're going to move into the next email. So this next email comes from a guy called Alex, and Alex is sending over this through sending a link of a UFO video through email. So thank you so much for sending this over.
Lots and lots of drama in the UFO community, but we're staying out of it. We're just here to bring you the breaking news in regards to the phenomenon captured by you, the public. Welcome everybody from around the world. This is Blake Cousins, third phase of Moon, and we've got some incredible UFO videos that we're going to go over tonight. So buckle up, take a look at this.
I'm hella intrigued, so we're going to jump straight into it. This clip here is, I believe, the one that was referred to in the email. So let's take a little look. What is that?
They fly by. This craft is very unusual. I don't see any kind of suspension. I don't see any evidence of a drone. What's going on here, guys? Brent, what's your thoughts?
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Blake, this is pretty badass footage to say the least. We're looking at something very peculiar. When people have things to talk in the UFO community, we should just go straight for the evidence, the UFOs. When it comes down to it, we need to see it and talk about it and break it down. some of this infighting, what's going on, needs to be left back in 2021. We're moving on. It's 2022, and we're looking at great footage right here. Blake just said a couple things. What's keeping this up in the air? This thing's quite large, and its unusual shape leaves you wondering, what could this be?
It's also ridiculously stable.
I like the way it just stays there, and the way the birds flew in front of it. I'm ruling out that this is CGI. What we're looking at is something real, and this is a great capture. Now, the big question, what is it?
That's a good question, Brent. And what's another thing that you're stating is the platforms, such as UFO Twitter, sometimes basically refuses to share the evidence from the public as it comes into third phase of moon. It seems that they banded together to ban third phase of moon's content or even talk about it. It's the most ridiculous thing I've heard.
Now, this is interesting. I can't really make out what this is. Like the guy said in the video, obviously, you know, there is no suspension kind of thing. There is no holding it up. There is no... Like, the birds fly past it, which completely rules out CGI, because it would have completely messed up the CGI if that was the case. It would have been glitching all over the place. So, what on earth is it? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. We're going to move into the next email. So, the next one is a video from Secure Team 10. Again, Alex has sent it over, a YouTube channel that they followed for years, and they want me to take a little look at it. Okay.
Mira, ven a verlo, ven. Tiene picos. Mira. Ay, no enfoca. Se desenfoca.
Hay que ver a qué altura salió.
Tiene picos. Mira, ven. Fíjate en la cámara. Espérate. Ay. Espérate, ¿eh? Ahí está el puntito. Pero fíjate cómo lo está desenfocando.
Se mueve a una velocidad impresionante.
Se está moviendo. Mira, ahí está. Fíjense, ¿eh? Fíjense en los picos. Mira. ¿Ya viste sus picos?
I am very perplexed by the spiky bits that seem to kind of be hanging around the side. I can't really make it out. I mean, the video is very long. It's here we've got a bit more of a zoomed in version here.
So tell me what you guys think below. Whatever this thing is, it's unclear what it is, that's for sure, but it's clear that it's something out of the ordinary. The footage is causing quite a stir online, and many are speculating about the nature and the origin of this dark, spiky, just totally monster-like almost object. And you know, this isn't the first time that Mexico has been the center of the UFO phenomenon. Mexico has a very rich history of UFO sightings dating back to the 1930s and 40s, much of which the footage of and the stories of you can find right here on the channel if you just head back and search through. So what do you think of all of these videos? Are we witnessing something truly extraterrestrial in nature? Or is there a more rational explanation for what we're seeing? Whatever it is, it creeped me out, that's for sure.
I mean, for me, it gives off the vibe of like some kind of military drone or military craft, because, you know, it doesn't look like a manned craft. If you look at it, kind of, I don't know. I don't, like, it doesn't kind of fit the bill of a typical UFO. I mean, but what is a typical UFO? You know, I mean, I'm not one to diagnose it, but it does give off the vibe of something kind of military. So I'd be curious to hear what you guys have to say on that about it down below. So we're going to be taking a look at another email sent over from, well, it doesn't have a name attached to it, so anonymous. We'll go with anonymous. They went on to say, "Hey Ben, found your channel recently and I thought I'd send these along. My cousin has a farm in Pennsylvania and I've got 2 recordings. One shows a disc of light rising and descending from somewhat random away behind his barn as he records from the steps of his porch. The other shows a small ball of light much higher in the sky that suddenly expands into a pulsating geometric light. He and his neighbours have apparently not only seen these lights in the sky, but lights in the forest as well, as seeing shadowy figures around their properties and hearing strange sounds, unrecognised animals at night, and a magnetic static sound before strange things happen. He has only shown a handful of his friends and family to prove that he isn't lying about the things he sees. And I love this because, you know, this hasn't been recorded to post online to kind of get clicks and attention. So, you know, it kind of, I'm already kind of gearing into the realms of reality with this one. For some reason, let me see if I can get it a bit bigger for us. Here we go. Right, this is as big as I'm going to be able to get it, unfortunately. Wow, you can really see it, like, peaking and dipping. So this light here is clearly a lens flare from whatever this big light is. But this is what we're interested in. Wow. That's incredible. So that's video number 1, and we're going to take a look at video number 2 as well. And we'll open that one up and get it as big as we can. Here we go. Wow. Oh my god. I have never seen anything like that. The start of the video, when it just starts off with this small dot and then boom, just pulsates and explodes into this like 9 squared thing. It's amazing. What incredible footage. Thank you so much for sending that over. I mean, I can't explain it. I don't know what that could possibly be. Like the bobbing up and down video, maybe it's a drone. But when you add in the strange noises coming from the forest, like unfamiliar like animals, and you've got the whole like situation with the lights coming from the forest and the magnetic static. When you partner all that up, I have no explanation. Thank you so much for sending that over. The next one comes from someone called Melinda, and they said, these pictures I took February 2023, late one night from my house when my dad and I were standing out front, heard this creepy childlike voice that sounded like a 5-year-old female who had the perfect pronunciation and spoke like an adult very loudly, whistled kind of a catcall whistle. And then something absolutely terrifying said hello in this creepy little girl voice and sounded like a perfect adult. We both looked down the dark road in the direction that it came from, and we can see nothing. So I turned around in my so I turned around in the house and grabbed my phone, which was right outside the door, and I have an S23 Ultra, which has an absolutely great vision, and it's one of the best on the market right now, and I assembled it quickly onto my tripod and took multiple progressive shots of this thing that my dog saw up on the power line, and was sitting on it like a bird. And we're assuming that that's where the noise came from, like a voice of the kid that sounded like an adult. And if you think that this is a drone, that was my first thought. However, if you watch the pictures, it progresses too far up into the atmosphere within a matter of 7 minutes. It was from my power line to atmosphere, and after some digging on the internet, I found another image of the thing that I have listed down on the picture. That is a picture of a quantum microchip from CERN. And although this is not exactly that, the similarities and the coincidence of it looking like a CERN microchip is really odd, but being in my yard and hearing a whistle at me and speaking in a little girl's voice at 1:30 in the morning is beyond scary. Well, I should imagine it absolutely is. I apologise for my horrible reading there, but let's take a little look. So this is image number 1, and I'm assuming we're looking at this thing right here. So if we take a little zoom in, obviously it's very pixelated there because I've zoomed in, but you can see it probably as clear as here, which is very interesting. And then the next image, so this is a progressive shot again, I mean, you can see the stars here. This is definitely not a star, it's incredibly bright. Let's take a look at the next shot. Next shot, we can see it here. Now it's got like this little tail, so you can see that there's clearly some movement, and then it's still again. We can see the progression as it's going on. This one's really zoomed in, and it keeps moving, and I'm using the power line as like a reference. You can see how the movement is happening. Wow, that's a very clear shot. Can definitely make out there's this kind of body and then these two, whatever these are. Again, movement because of that tail, and then this is that chip that was from CERN. How weird. Is that it down here? I think it is, because it's very bright in comparison to the stars. Wow! What do you guys think of this? Could this be an actual UFO caught on camera? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. Next one. This comes from a person called Jim, and they said, "Hi, I've been flying my drone as a hobby for several years, and I have over several hundred hours of footage. In some of these 100 hours of video, I noticed something I can't explain. The first video here is actually filmed with 2 cameras, and both captured in the morning with both the 4K and the 720 camera. Towards the end of the video, there is some old recordings with something similar. It would be cool if you could analyze and calculate the speed. Came across your channel on YouTube and I think you're doing a great job. Thank you so much." So this is the drone footage, clearly, unless my man is flying. Okay, let's see. Oh wow, I completely missed that the first time. It's very quick. Can you see how quick that's going? Like, the speed of it. Like, this is going, God, I don't even know how many frames per second, but like probably 0.1 frame per second, and this thing still is booking it. Right, reversed imaging, great. Let me see if I can capture it at the right point. Stop. Right, so it's here. I think maybe the last frame would have been better. Right, we can, it's hard to make out what this is. It could be a bug as presented by the title, but I've never seen a bug shift that quick. I mean, what's the fastest bug? Not a Bugatti, I want the fastest bug. An Australian tiger beetle is the world's fastest running insect recorded to date with the average speed of 5.5 miles per hour. Okay, what's the fastest flying bug? Okay, the fastest is a dragonfly, and they're known to travel at 35 miles per hour. Hawk moths have been clocked in at a speed of 33.7 miles per hour. Now, based off of how quick this thing's moving, I'm ruling that out. There's no way that this is only going 33 or 35 miles per hour. This thing's booking it at hundreds, if not thousands of miles per hour. Because of the sheer, like, looking at how slowed down this footage is and how it's literally only in shot for, I mean, let's say every pause is a frame. We've got it here right now, so 1, 2. Within 2 frames, it was off the screen. 2 frames, that was all it took. I mean, I can't calculate the exact speed, but it's only on camera for about 4 frames. 1, 2, 3. This is 4, 5, 6, 7. It would have been on screen for about 6 or 7 frames. That's insanely quick. Now, looking at it here, could it be a bird? I wonder if it's a bird. Fastest flying bird. Right, the falcon. Falcon can clock in at over 200 miles per hour. But this is far too small to be a falcon. I've seen falcons, they are huge. You would know if this was a falcon because it would have distinguishing features, but this doesn't. This is stumping me. Unless it's a falcon when they swoop down and they like tuck their wings in. There's a possibility that it's like tucked in and it's got the wings in. I don't know. There is a possibility of that, actually. Wow. That's not a falcon. That's not a falcon. That was moving up. That defied gravity at that speed. No. I don't know what that is. Anyone, get down in the comments. What is this? It's clearly not a bird. It's not a bug. But it's so little as well. Without a shadow of a doubt, that's some kind of UFO. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I can't detect speed, unfortunately, but I'd be very intrigued. Help Jim out. What is this? Okay, the last one that we're going to look at is from a guy called Alistair. And it just says UFO from Dominus Noctis in chat. This guy sent it over to me while I was live streaming. Said he had an amazing video. And it just says, first hand, me and my girlfriend in Austin. Clicking on the video, let's take a little look. Uploaded 2 years ago.
Wow. Just get brighter.
Obviously, like I say, every time that kind of glitching, stuttering is because the camera's zoomed in and he's shaking, and because the camera's in the dark, it's trying to make a picture of what it's seeing, almost like your peripheral vision. So it's like jumping about as the shutter rate, all the rest of it.
What if I have a nighttime mode on here? Oh, whoops. See?
Interesting.
Way out there, real bright. There's the highway over here. There's, normal stuff, and then
Yeah.
that.
I like that he's done that, panned around to...
Quite bright and just standing there in the middle of the sky, which is fucking crazy. It's very bright. Very bright. Brighter than any planet or star I've ever seen. Dude, it's getting brighter. Lizzie.
This is cool. This is really cool.
You see it? I'm getting chills. It's freaking me out. Should I stop recording it? freaking me out.
Oh,
my God.
there's a second one just
Look
appeared.
at that one.
That one just appeared.
Oh my God.
Oh wow, I'm so glad he didn't stop recording.
Hello. Wow. Hi.
That's cool. It just appeared, and now it's that one's moved as well.
The bugs are going crazy. You hear it? All of a sudden, they were totally quiet just a second ago.
It's weird.
I know, babe. It's real, babe. Oh shit! Come on.
That's cool.
Holy shit! It's so close, y'all. It's like coming towards us. I'm just gonna stop. Just back up.
That's what I was saying is I don't know if it like being.
It's following us. It's looking right at me. Okay.
That's so weird. What is that? That's insane. Guys, what do you think? Get down in the comments. Is that a true UFO? That second, I was like, oh, you know, this is cool, but like, there's not much to see. And then, so bam! The second one comes in. It's like, have it. Love it, man. Right, that's it for your guys' UFO footage. If you've got any more footage that you want me to review, react to, or take a look at, send it over to laneyandben@gmail.com. Oh, that was good fun. I love that. While you're down there talking about all of that stuff, be sure to jump together, hit that like button if you have not already. Subscribe if you're new and tick on my little bell so you get notified whenever we upload. And until next time, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed. I cannot wait to see you in the next one, and I'll speak to you later. Peace.